the resilience that I have. Like, I'm very, very resilient. Sometimes when I look at myself, I'm like, oh my God, am I normal? Don't compare yourself with other people.
Yeah.
Learn something, not to compare yourself or judge somebody, but learn, get one or two things that you can pick from that person instead of comparing yourself. Because the moment you start comparing yourself, you start lowering your self-esteem, and that can limit you to go beyond. If we connect in any way, I have to leave something good. I have to leave a positive impact in your life. You have to learn one or two things. To be honest, when I started, that was not my choice.
Okay.
Yeah, that was people's choice.
You have missed people's choice
Yes,
also,
I
yeah?
missed people's
So,
choice. And it was people's choice
It
for
was
me
people's
to join
choice,
the
yeah.
thing. Yeah, so
That makes sense.
yes.
You've also been involved with several organizations, including Alzheimer's Society, where you helped raise the 199,000. That's right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Indeed, she inspires me a lot as well. The
Queen
CEO of Miss Mrs.
Okay, the
Island.
CEO of Miss Mrs. Africa and
Yes.
Dr. Chineo.
Yes. Do what makes you happy, what makes you safe and comfortable.
Welcome to Northwest Podcast, produced by Coco Officials. Each week, we sit down with entrepreneurs, artists, community leaders, change makers, and we talk creativity, culture, and the journey of becoming. So, if you enjoy what we're doing, take just a second to subscribe to our channel. You can also support this podcast by buying us a coffee via the link below, or sponsoring an episode and proudly associating your brand with us. All the links are right below, and don't hesitate to drop us a message if you wish to be one of our guests. So now let's dive into it. If I say Miss Mrs. Africa Island, does that mean anything to you? Because today I have with me the Queen of Miss Mrs. Africa Island 2025. Her name is Tsitsi Mupemhi. Welcome to Northwest Podcast, Tsitsi.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Okay, Queen Tsitsi, for those who don't know you, who is Tsitsi Mupemhi?
Okay, so I have two names actually. The first one is Skhululekile and then Tsitsi Mupemhi.
Okay, Skhululekile.
Yes, exactly. And I'm 19 years old, turning 20 next week. I'm originally from Zimbabwe, but I'm currently living in Derry in Northern Ireland. Yeah.
Okay, can you tell us a bit about yourself? How does your journey begin?
Like I said, I'm originally from Zimbabwe. I've been living in Zimbabwe since I was born. And I moved here in 2023 around like August. So when I came here, I just finished like my GCSEs back in Zimbabwe. When I came here, I just started my A levels, which was 2023 September.
Yeah.
And I did 2 years of my A levels, and I completed my A levels this year. And I got my results like just last month. And right now, I'm studying at Ulster University Biomedical Science, which I recently just started a month ago. Other than that, I'm someone who I don't have hobbies actually, but I'm just someone who enjoys. I just love helping people, just doing something that leaves an impact in people's lives. That's why I mostly do youth work and everything, charity, fundraisings and everything. But I don't have a certain hobby that I would say maybe I do sports or something. No. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything about myself.
And when you think about yourself, what kind of dreams or ambitions did you have growing up?
Okay, so growing up, I always wanted to be, in terms of jobs and everything, I always wanted to work in a healthcare sector. Specifically, I wanted to be a doctor, but I don't know yet. We don't know what's to come, but yeah, that's my dream. So I'm someone who have been dreaming to be working in a healthcare sector, and as well being so much involved in the community. Like, it's something that I started when I was just like 16. I've been so much involved in community work, especially when I came here. That's when I got so much involved in it because there are opportunities to do it. So it's something that I've been passionate about. So in terms of my future, it's something that I want to continue doing and advocate, and also get involved in so many community projects. Yeah.
Was there a defining moment that led you toward community work and empowerment. Yeah.
Okay, so what led me into this community project is I don't have a specific day where I would say I started this day actually, but I would say when I came here, that's when it was more serious. So I'd say the first community project that I did, it was the One World Festival that was in August 2020. So no, September 2023. I just attended the function just to see because it was just like 2 weeks after I've arrived. So I was just like, oh, let me go see what people will be doing here. And when I got there, they said the lady was like, oh, I want you to do modeling. Because I have like African stuff. I want you to perform. And I was like, okay, I can try it. I'm not a model, and then she was like, I'll teach you some of the stuff to do. And from then it's something that I enjoyed. And I started attending more events and more events. That's when I started also working with the African Caribbean community, doing some voluntary work and ended up into youth work and everything. So that's how it started. It's just something that started, I would say, one day, and then that's when I saw like something that I'm enjoying to do, and then I kept on doing it, and now I'm doing even charity projects as well, which is something that I never thought I could, but I didn't know how to start, but it's something that I wanted. So yeah.
Okay, before we go deeper into that, how has your African heritage influenced your perspective on leadership and community?
When I came here, I would say just me being African or just being someone of color, I was so much reserved. Like I was not out there like how I was before in Zimbabwe. Like I was too free and everything. But when I came here, I was kind of scared because you don't know what to expect and everything. So when I started doing all these things, that's when even my leadership skills and even my confidence has grown. I was never this confident. I wouldn't even be able to be here speaking like this or even just being around people speaking. But me studying all these things is how I tend to grow my leadership skills and everything like that. So, yeah.
What does it mean to you to represent young African women in Ireland through platforms like Mrs. Africa Ireland?
Okay. This means so much to me because, like I said, when I came here, everything turned down for me. I've experienced a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things. That's why I decided to do youth advocacy to help other people who just arrived or even those who came a long time ago, but they just need someone. If they see you doing something and then that they'll be like, oh, I can do it as well. She's just the same as me.
Yeah.
She's
also younger like me.
So I want my life to be a star, to sparkle in different people's lives, to say like, there is no limitation. If someone else is able to do this, I can do this as well. So I'm so passionate about young people, even though I'm young as well. But, you know, the experience is what determines, especially, and the passion that you have. So, yeah.
In what ways do you think culture can be a bridge rather than a barrier into this island?
When we sit together, like this person, okay, I would say you have your different cultures, you have your different beliefs. I have a different culture as well. So I think it's a bridge because you tend to learn about someone's culture, and as well in that way you'll be able to respect them and accept differences in different cultures. So I don't see it as a barrier, but as a bridge to bring people together because we don't have same cultures when you look at different countries and everything. So I see it as a bridge rather than a barrier. Yeah.
And can you tell us a bit about a bridge to empowerment?
Okay. So Bridge to Empowerment, it's a youth initiative that I just started this year.
Okay, this year?
Yeah, this year, like around, I would say April, May, yeah. So the reason why I started Bridge to Empowerment is the same reason that I said, like, when I came here, what I've experienced and everything. So I just wanted to create a safe place to bring people together where we can do workshops or even just people being together, socializing. It makes a difference rather than me staying at home. So it's just something that I started to empower young people, to help them find their voice, to help them stand tall on their ground, and not to be too grounded, to be so much reserved, or even to change yourself, just trying to sit in where you are, but to express yourself in a way that you have been since. So bridge to empowerment, I hope that it will like extend as well into different places. Because it's not that the people in dairy that need to be empowered, but every young person need that voice, need that green button to help them go. Yeah.
So since you have launched it, is there any moment that you are proud of?
Yeah. Actually, I'm so proud of myself because the resilience that I have, like I'm very, very resilient. Sometimes when I look at myself, I'm like, oh my God, am I normal? Because, the way I fight for things, like I don't believe in quitting. I don't believe in failing.
Yeah.
So the moment that I'm most proud of myself is me being here studying the course that I'm studying right now. Because if I tell you, when I did my GCSEs, that was back in Zimbabwe, like I failed. I only passed 4 subjects. And the subjects that I passed, they were not even part of my plan. They were just basic subject, geography and everything. But I wanted science subjects, but I failed all of them, like with D, 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 D. I lost hope. Like, oh, I was planning to do all these things, but now what am I going to do? But I didn't take that as a way to let me down. I was like, people do rewrite. I rewrote and I failed again. I failed again. When I came here, my mom said I have to go to college and do, some random courses. But I was like, no. I have to rewrite again. I had to rewrite the other subjects. Because in Zimbabwe, I rewrote 5. Then I passed 4 of them, but I only failed maths. So when I came here, I had to rewrite maths again. I did my maths and my A levels at the same time.
Okay.
And I passed, and I was one of the highest students in my class because I worked so much for that. I didn't want to change my courses and everything just because I failed. It's something that I worked on for a long time. So I really wanted to get to that point. And now that I'm doing the course that I've always wanted to do when I was young, I'm so proud of myself because if I was someone, I was like, no, I failed. Okay, I did it twice. I failed. I'm just gonna quit or just do something
give up,
But I didn't, and I'm really proud of myself because of that. So that's one of the best moments, and also being the queen for Miss Africa Island is also something that I'm proud of. Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that later.
Okay.
So you focus on building leadership and life skills. As a young lady, especially from Africa, and what's the most important lesson young people could need to learn today?
Okay, so I would say don't compare yourself with other people.
Yeah,
but learn something, not to compare yourself or judge somebody, but get 1 or 2 things that you can pick from that person instead of comparing yourself. Because the moment you start comparing yourself, you start lowering your self-esteem, and that can limit you to go beyond.
Yeah.
Because if I say, okay, see what Tsitsi is doing, what am I doing? We have the same age. I don't have all this. I don't have the moment you start saying all those things, you're pulling yourself down. You start saying like, I'm not enough. You start thinking maybe I'm just nobody.
You're not nobody. Yeah.
All I can say is you are enough. You have everything. You have the voice. You got everything, because people are different and we have different strength. All you need is to believe in yourself and not anything limit you, whether it's just being a girl, because some people just limit themselves because I'm a girl and they believe boys are the ones who can do this. So don't limit yourself because of your age, your gender, or just because of the environment you are. Believe in yourself, know who you are, know what you want. And with that, you can go far. That's all I can say. Yeah.
That's powerful. How do you personally stay motivated to empower others while you're still on your own journey of growth?
Okay. So personally, I believe if I speak to somebody or if I just meet somebody, I don't want that person to go saying something negative about me.
Negative about you.
Like, that's something that I don't like. So what I want is if we become friends, if we connect in any way, I have to leave something good. I have to leave a positive impact in your life. You have to learn one or two things. I'm not perfect. I also want to learn things from you. So I just like, whenever we are together, at least do something that would positively impact somebody's life. Don't be your friend. Don't be someone who lets somebody down. Don't be the reason why somebody is doubting themselves. Because, someone can just come telling you like, why? Okay, let me give you an example about pageants. Someone can say, you see, why did you even join this pageant with the way you look? And with that, I'll be like, okay, so maybe I'm actually not the best person for this. Let me quit.
Yeah.
In that way, you have blocked so many opportunities. So wherever you are, just be someone who speaks positive into people's lives. Be someone who supports it, because it's sometimes maybe the family might not be available. You just being there can actually cause something great in somebody's life. So be someone who is always positive, not to let people down. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot today. So let's talk about Mrs. Africa Island. What inspired you first to take part to this event?
Okay. To be honest, when I started, that was not my choice.
Okay.
Yeah, that was people's choice. Okay. So
you are Miss People's Choice
yes,
also,
I'm
yeah?
Miss People's Choice.
So, yeah.
And it was people's choice
It
for
was
me to
people's
join
choice,
the
yeah.
thing. Yeah, so
that makes sense.
yes. Okay, so I don't know if you know the African Caribbean Community Network in Derry, ACCN.
No.
Okay, so there is this thing, the African Caribbean Community Network. The CEO of African Caribbean Community Network is the one who pushed me.
Okay.
It's the one who actually saw the poster, and I told her like, I'm not a model, to be honest. I've never been in a pageant, and I never dreamt of myself into pageants.
Yeah.
When I applied I wasn't serious. I just applied. I don't want to lie. When I started talking to Queen D after the application and everything, that's why I started having the interest in these things. And then I started researching. I went to the website to understand what is really this about. I was like, oh, it's not a beauty pageant actually, because it is completely not a beauty pageant. And with me, I'm someone who's interested in all this community African stuff. So I just like, no, this is something I might be interested in. That is after I understood about what Mrs. Africa Island is all about. So that is what pushed me. That was after. That's when I started putting much effort, force, and everything, because now I understand what I'm doing. But when I started, I was doubting myself because I just saw it as a beauty pageant, like Miss Universe and all that. So after I understand what Mrs. Africa Island is all about, that's when I was like, yeah, I'm a great fit for that now. And of course, I'm interested in this. Yeah.
And how did you prepare yourself emotionally and mentally?
Okay, so when I would say around like May, June, when we had a boot camp, we went for a boot camp. After that, that's when I realized like this is getting real. Like learning about what is going to happen on the finale and everything, I started getting scared, but I never thought of quitting, to be honest, because it was great. It was a great experience. I was so eager to do all those performances and everything. I felt like it's just a good experience. So I never thought of quitting, but I'm just someone I'm so much of a believer. I'm very spiritual. So I would just pray and be like, I didn't join this by mistake.
By mistake, yeah.
Yeah, there was a reason for me to join this. So God, just prepare me. Because of course it's overwhelming. Sometimes the pressure was too much preparing for everything. But like I said, knowing who you are and what you're doing and what you want to get from that. Because if it was like the first time when I joined, like I'm just joining, to be honest, I could have quit. Like, what am I doing? But the moment I realized like, why am I in this?
Yeah.
That's when I was like, no, it's something that I need to fight for and everything like that. So that's how I prepared myself, just knowing what I want and why am I in this thing. At the end of the day, you have to know that. I didn't look at it as the competition mostly. That's the reason why I was never scared or everything. I just took it as a way to experience and mostly to look at the mission of Mrs. Africa Island. Like, it's about celebrating our culture, our like embracing diversity. So I never saw it as a competition. That's why I was never scared. Even on the finale day, I was never scared because I was like, okay, I'm embracing diversity. I'm celebrating culture here. So that's it. Yeah.
So tell me, many people see pageants as only about beauty. What deeper meaning does this competition hold for you?
I remember what actually made me settle or get relieved is when I opened the Miss Africa Island TikTok account. I had Queen D's video say, "This is not a beauty pageant. This is an empowerment program." So I was just redefining from that. That was not a beauty pageant. That's why you see even there were people of different shapes, different heights and everything, because they don't focus on, what people really want from beauty pageants and everything. So I would define it as just an empowerment program that is here to bring our girls together to embrace diversity and celebrate their culture, only not by looks or by the body and everything. So yeah, it's not a beauty pageant.
Tell us a little bit about Glow and Grow. How did it become part of your Miss Africa Island journey?
The what?
Glow and Grow.
What's that?
Glowing
And
grow
and growing.
Yeah.
What is what?
How did it become a part of your journey?
I have grown so much ever since I joined the Miss Africa Island.
Yeah.
Being the finalist for Miss Africa Island is actually what pushed me to start Bridge to Empowerment. Because that's when I discovered that there are no limitations. I can do this from what we have been doing, the boot camps and everything, and being given a chance to say, like, you have to do a community project, you have to do charity project, something that I discovered, actually we can do that as well. So I've grown so much just after joining this pageant. Even the way just I present myself, I don't see myself as a nobody anymore. Like, when we started the journey, being called queen and everything, it changes you. Just being called a queen, even as a finalist, it gives like something in you, like when you feel like I'm a queen. Even the way you walk, when you get where people are, you see yourself different from how you used to see yourself. So I say I've grown so much, especially in self-belief and how I feel about myself. Yeah.
What has been the most memorable or emotional moment for you in this year's competition?
The most emotional part is me preparing for this journey.
Okay.
Sometimes I would like, what made me emotional is because the support that I got from people. So it's not I was emotional negatively, but it was positively. The support that I got from my community is extraordinary, which makes me very emotional sometimes, because I'm like, what have I done to deserve all these things? Because some people, it's just something that you did, or you started knowing them just on a date that you don't even remember sometimes, but you have just been a good person to them, and they were like, I'll support you till you get. It's like when I look at Koli, you know Koli, right? Yeah, the way she supports me, like sometimes I feel like she's actually my mother. The way she supports me sometimes, I'm like, so that makes me very, very emotional. Like, just having people who supports you, who stand with you, who were like, sometimes I even doubted myself, but these people are the ones who kept me going. So yeah.
Okay, talking about support, you've worked with several brands during your Mrs. Africa Island journey. Can you share how those partnerships came about, and and what they meant to you.
Like I said, I would ask myself, like, what have I done to deserve such thing? Because let me give you an example. Do you know Marge Kelly, Marge Rafiki Collection? No.
No.
Okay, so Rafiki Collection, it's an African brand that
Mm.
African fashion designer.
Okay.
So Rafiki Collection is the one that I started with. So she was like, I've seen your journey as a finalist. I want you to feature in the Dairy Journal. Can you go for a photo shoot? I want your story to be in the newspaper. That's how we started. And I went for a photo shoot and the story was published. And on the article, it will say she's looking for sponsorship and everything. From that, people actually read the article. People took my number. People started texting me. You know, when I got the first email, I was so excited. I was like, so people actually read the article. That was the first one. It was Advanced Care Home. I don't know if you know it.
No.
It should be in Derry. It's a care home. Yeah. They were like, what they told me actually, they were like, at our care home, we have loads of African workers and they deliver the best service. That's the reason why we want to support you.
Okay.
So if only maybe the Africans who work there, if they were just not doing the best, probably.
Okay.
So it's just that some of the Africans who works there, they've delivered the best. That's why they were like, no, we need to support this African girl as well. And they were like, what do you want us to support you with? That? And I just told them, I want this, and that. And they're like, oh, we'll support you in this way. And Marge, that's Rafiki Collection. That's an African fashion designer. She has been supporting me in a lot of ways, and she's one of my sponsors as well. And then Soul of Africa, she has been supporting me emotionally with all the motivation quotes and everything, and she sponsored me as well. And then there is the Dairy community, the Zimbabwean Dairy community. They have like their own WhatsApp group. They also sponsored me. It's like, that's why I ask myself sometimes, like, why people, like, some people just said, I'm like, because it's like, it really means something.
You don't understand yourself.
So yeah, like, it's too much. It's too much. And also Sandy's African Food. It's an African restaurant in Derry. They sponsored me. It's so fun if I tell you, like, throughout my journey, even on my outfit, I never spent any pen. Not even 1p with that.
Yes.
Yeah, everything, all my outfits, my accommodation, my transport, everything was sponsored. All because we have good people in the community. So it's something that makes me feel like it's very, very, makes me emotional, because we have very kind people in our community and everything. So I really want to thank them for the support, and I would support them in any way that I can, because why not? A good 10 deserves another.
Why not?
Yeah.
And what did those collaborations teach you, especially about professionalism, about branding, and about influence also?
Yeah, firstly, it taught me that networking is good. Networking, because if you're someone, if only maybe I was just in my house, nobody knows me, I would have not gotten so much things like that. But networking and helping people, just helping people without expecting to be paid or anything, it's something that is good, because all of these things that I've, maybe the way I met these people, something that I would have just said, like, I can do this for you. Oh, can you help me with that? Okay, I don't mind doing it. And in that way, they don't have a reason not to support you, because they've seen that you're a good person and everything. So networking, and also just supporting other people, because there's a day you might need support, and these are the people who would come to you as well. So don't be someone who just want to do things to get paid.
Yeah.
Do things to help people. Be there when someone needs support. If you can, just do that and help them. And also, I wouldn't say be out there as such, but I'll just say those two things are the main things that helped me. Yeah.
And how did you feel when you heard your name as Mrs. Africa Island? How did you feel?
At first I was so confused. even after the finale, it took me a month to digest all that. Like, okay, so I have the crown, so I'm the queen. Even now, I question myself sometimes. I still don't believe it because, okay, so I would say when my name was called, before it was called, I was not expecting to be called because I would say on that day, people did their best. People delivered, like, that was stunning performances. Everything was just perfect. So I didn't expect my name to be called, to be honest. But my prayer has been, if I'm the right person, then let me be crowned. If I am not, then if this crown is gonna be heavy for me, I don't want it. Because the last thing I want is to let down the Miss Africa Island, is to let down people's brand. So my prayer was, if I am the right person, if this crown really fits my head, if I can take the responsibility, then give me the crown. So when I was crowned, I was like, okay, thank God. Thank God, because this is what I wanted. Of course, we all want to win, but you can't just win if you're not going to be able to use that crown. So I was like, if I'm not going to be able to use that crown, if the responsibilities are going to be too heavy for me, don't give me the crown, Lord. But if I am the right person, if the crown fits my head properly, then let me be crowned. So I was so happy, especially the fact that people have put so much effort helping me. I was so happy for them, actually, because they were like, our energy, our support and everything. You know how you can be happy saying, you see that queen, the dress that she was wearing when she was crowned, I bought that, I sponsored it. You know, that traditional outfit, I sponsored it. It gives them also happiness as well.
Yeah.
So I was so happy because people trusted me, people believed in me, and I made them proud. So that's the main reason why I was so happy. So I was so excited, and I thank God for that.
So it's kind of like everything was written.
Yeah.
Do you believe in destiny?
Yes, I do. So I 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you've also been involved with several organizations, including Alzheimer's Society, where you helped raise the 199,000. That's right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how that experience impacted you?
Okay. So I also do like advocates for health awareness and everything. So when I started working with Alzheimer's, I don't know anybody with Alzheimer's, like my family and everything, but because most people, they do advocates for a certain thing, probably when you have experienced it or something. But as for me, I just started. Okay, when I started, I was looking for a charity organization to work with that is not based on youth, because I've been doing youth already, but I wanted health campaigns. And I started working with cancer support and Alzheimer's. So when I started working with Alzheimer's, we did a walk. So with a lot of people, we did a memory walk first. And then after that, we were given a platform to fundraise and then to raise some funds and everything. So I didn't raise it on my own. It wasn't like 199,000 from TT.
Okay.
But we were with my fellow trekkers. All of us, we managed to raise that certain amount of money.
It was a teamwork.
Yes, it was teamwork. Yes.
So what inspired you to dedicate your time and energy to such causes?
Okay. Personally, I'm just someone who's passionate about helping people that are not able to. Because, of course, there are people who are suffering. They might not be able to support themselves. But if I can, then why not? So I'm just someone who is passionate about helping those inabilities to be able. Something that cannot happen, I can do it. If only it's something that I can manage, I always do it. So like, people who are, let's say for cancer, there are people who are suffering from cancer. If I raise funds for them, it's going to help them in one or two ways. If I raise awareness, it's going to help them in one or two ways. So I just love helping people, like I said, in different ways, whether it's just walking in the street and give you. I just love helping. Love helping.
And what was the biggest challenge you faced on your personal journey, and how did you shape your resilience?
Okay, one of the challenges that I faced is sometimes, you get negative comments from people.
Yeah.
But I never took that as a way to pull me down, but as a stepping stone, because I believe in myself. Like I said, you have to know who you are, what you're doing, and what you want to get from that. I received a lot of negative comments from people, friends, and like, so some of them could hurt me, but I never take that as a way to let me down. But when someone says something that is negative to you, you have to like look at it, look at the message, look at the ways that they say it, and then, do I need to improve actually? Because some of the stuff you might be heard, but it might be true.
Yeah.
You just need to improve yourself. If it's something that you can't change, just let it go. Just leave it in your back and then continue with what you're doing.
Yeah.
But then save it and see, is this gonna help me in my journey? Do I need to change? Do I need to improve in anything? If then you need to improve, then work on that. But don't let that to be a way to pull you down. But as a stepping stone for growth. So, yeah.
How do you keep yourself keep going when things get tough?
When things get tough, let's take for instance, you need to know what you're doing and the reason why you're doing that. Let's say if it's in terms of school, in terms of education, you're in class, you have failed, but okay, I want to get here. Yes, I failed, but there's another option. The option is I can redo this. The option is I can take this way, but not quitting. As long as I'm not quitting, because I know where I want to get, I know where I want to be, then in that way, you can reach wherever you want. If only you find different ways to get there, because this maybe you're on the wrong track, but there's just another way to, like I believe in there's this statement that is, my tragedy was God's strategy. Sometimes when I look at my life, like I'm like, okay, if I passed that time, maybe I wouldn't be here by now. But me failing and doing this way, it was God trying to give you another way to get there.
Yeah.
Because maybe if I passed, I could have done my A levels there, and I could have, maybe, I don't know, but I just feel like it's God's way of doing things.
Yeah.
Because I don't just believe in I don't believe in negativity.
Yeah.
I don't believe in failing.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
There's just a way. It's just a way to, because if things are just flowing and flowing, it doesn't give. You need to fail sometimes so that you even realize the strength, like that you can testify. Because if only things were flowing, you don't see the growth.
Yeah.
You don't see where you have put the effort. So failing is also good sometimes. It keeps you going.
Can you list 2 or 3 people, 3 person who inspired you or who influenced your life?
Okay, so one of my role model, the person who inspires me the most is Strive Masiwa. He is Zimbabwean. He is a CEO of this other company called, it's actually a Zimbabwean brand anyway, but Strive Masiwa is like one of the richest people in Zimbabwe. He's like a billionaire, I don't know, millionaire. He's very, very rich. But with him being rich, what is he doing with the money? That is what inspires me.
Okay.
He helps people. Actually, when I finished my grade 7, I got a scholarship from Strive Masiwa. It was actually a scholarship for me up until university, just that I left Zimbabwe. But if I was there, up to now, you could have been paying my fees. So he inspires me a lot. Like, he's doing something positive into people's lives. But with that money, you could have been parking 50 cars outside, living all that type of life. But he believes in helping people, and he inspires me a lot. That's why, like, even if I have the little that I have, and I wish for more, so that I can just positively impact people's lives.
Yes.
he inspires me a lot, because I'm also part of his seeds. I'm also, the second one is my mom. My mom is someone who doesn't give up so easily, and that she inspires me a lot. When I feel like quitting, I look at the things that she faced sometimes, but she never quit. She took that as stepping stones, and that's the reason why she is where she is right now, because she doesn't quit. So she inspires me a lot. I don't just quit. And also Queen D, she inspires me a lot as well. Like, I feel like she's very, very courageous.
Who's Queen D?
Queen Dineo,
Who's
the
Queen
CEO
Dineo?
of Mrs.
Okay,
Africa
the
Island.
CEO of Mrs. Africa Island.
Yes.
Dr. Tineo.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like she's very, very courageous. She's a very strong woman. When I look at her, sometimes I'm like, I really want to be like her. She's very strong. Even the confidence. Like, she's just that type of a woman I want to be.
Yeah, I
Yes.
totally approve that.
Yes, so she's very courageous, and she's one of the people who inspires me a lot.
Okay. What's one piece of advice you'd like to give to young women who feel unseen or unsure of their path?
Okay, one thing that actually you have to one thing before I give the advice, you need to look at one thing that mostly let women or girls down is because of judgment.
Yeah.
As girls, we are judged a lot, especially because of our appearances. Especially let's say on social media, if you comment your picture, people can. I remember is it Miss Tourism Zimbabwe? She was posted by this it's called Nash TV in Zimbabwe. She was posted on Instagram because she was going for the competition, the finals. I opened the comment section. There were like over 100 comments. Not even a single comment was positive. People were saying bad stuff about, like, who is this representing us? Who chose you? I felt so bad. Imagine you're going for finals and people have already said this. Your confidence is gone.
It's gone.
How are you going to feel about yourself if your fellow Zimbabweans think this about you? You're going to represent Zimbabwe, but Zimbabweans are letting you down. What about where you're going? You don't even belong there. In that way, like, you totally lose everything. Even on stage, you'll be like, okay, so this is what people think when they see me. So that's one thing. Judgment from people and just negativity. So what I would advise in terms of that is believe in yourself, because beauty doesn't come from my skin, my body, my everything, but what you're doing in the world. That's what beauty is all about.
Yeah.
Yes, the impact. Just be someone. Be here. In fact, impress yourself, not just living to impress people. Yes, they think you're bad, you can't represent us, but I'm going to represent Zimbabwe. Believe in yourself. Like, I'm going there. Why is it they didn't choose all these people? From the whole of Zimbabwe, they chose me. I'm going to represent. Believing in yourself.
Yeah, believing in yourself. Yeah.
Because if it was easy, somebody else could have gone. Just know that me being there, it's something great already. So believe in yourself. Know that beauty is not about being too light, being slender, being, I don't know, like, and all that. Beauty is just what you bring on the table. What is it that you're doing in the world? With your big lashes, what are you doing after that? Yeah, So don't believe in what people say sometimes. Don't let negativity pull you down. And also be someone who just uplifts people. Just do things that makes you happy, not to try to impress people sometimes.
To impress people,
yes. Do what makes you happy, what makes you safe and comfortable.
And how do you measure success today?
Success is all about, being resilient firstly. Being able to tackle all the obstacles that would shake your determination. So just all that, I would say that's all about success. Because if things flow, like I said, it doesn't, you don't feel like I've done it. But the moment that's why they say, oh, she has succeeded. It's because if it's not that, people wouldn't say congratulate to you.
Yeah.
If they say congratulations, it means it was something that was not easy to do. So that's all what success is all about. There is ups and down. As long as you get there, that's what success is about.
When you look ahead, where do you see yourself and your mission in 5 years?
Okay, in 5 years, when it comes to bridge to empowerment, I need to have helped over, I don't know, hundreds of schools. Yes, because I don't want to forget where I come from.
Yeah.
I'm Zimbabwean, of course, and I really want to cause something positive there, because that's where I am from, and I know the experiences, I know what people are facing. So I wanna help over 100 schools, because right now I started the projects that I'm doing, and it's one school at a time. By in 5 years' time, it should have been almost all the schools gone. Yeah, it's just, yeah. And then in terms of my career, in 5 years, I just want to succeed. And in terms of the job, I would just say, God, give me the job that I know that I can manage. I don't want to choose. I don't want to say I want to be this, I want to be this, but I just believe God's plans are the best. So whatever God has for me is what I've done for. As long as, because God will never give you something that He knows that you're not gonna manage. So whatever God is planning for me, I'm down for that.
Okay, we are closer to the end of this podcast. What is your final word that you would like to people to know?
Okay, I just want to say, especially to the youth, don't get limited because of the life you are living today. Don't get pressured by the unrealistic things that we see, especially online and everything. Be yourself. You are enough, and you can go far as long as you believe in yourself. And also be someone who loves. Okay, just cause any positive impact in the lives of people, because some people can't do it. If you can, then help people. And what else? And I would say also, go join Miss Africa Island 2026. Yes, because to be honest, this was a very, very good experience for me. In as much as I thought I'm not good for this, but then you are enough, you can do it. So to all the girls, don't get limited because of your age or anything. So yeah,
So there are two main things that I learned from you on this podcast. The first one is never give up, don't quit, and the second one is don't limit yourself. So this is gonna be our final word in this podcast. So thank you very much for coming on our podcast.
Thank you so much for having me as well.
You're very welcome. Thank you guys for listening to us, and I will see you in the next episode.